Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Can you not snap?
I can. I just...
Hold on, let's see it. Do it with the other hand? Hold on, one at a time.
One at a time.
Oh, this one?
No, this one again. Okay.
There he is, the old snapper. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Earbones podcast. I am Brand.
I'm Stick. I'm Brian.
Brian will probably not be contributing to this much because he didn't watch what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
know.
mean, hopefully he has some input about something here and there. Maybe
he
we'll
knows
ask him a
three
question.
of these wrestlers.
But let's be honest, Brian rarely puts input in anything, even when he's supposed to be. So.
Yeah.
We watched Nitro, WCW, Monday Nitro.
Monday. It was on Tuesday.
It was on Tuesday. Episode 279.
279, Brian.
The date was January 22nd.
Wow, what a pull.
2001, the year of our Lord. And we're coming hard. By the way, also, I have been saying in this that we have not been watching Thunder because it's over at this point. It's not over. It's just not on the network. And I took that to think that it was over. I didn't think Thunder was around till the end of the business.
Yeah, I was calling you a liar, but you're right. It's not on there. It stops at 2000.
It stops at 2000, yeah. And you called me out on it, and I said to go look at it. So I'm not lying.
I was drinking. It was a weird thing.
That was fucking this morning.
Yesterday. When I was
It was
at the
early.
bar. I was at the bar waiting for my food. I was slamming beers.
Oh,
Quick as possible.
great.
In
Great.
20 minutes.
So we're coming up on the end of the company here, though. That's for
the
sure.
end of it. At the beginning of this, they talk about getting new owners.
We'll get there.
I'm
It
excited.
opens with.
I'm excited how bad WCW is.
Yeah, but this opening, the opening was well written. I liked the opening segment. With Luger, Buff, Jarrett, and Big Papa Pump watching Sid's leg break and just laughing about it, like slapping their knees.
It was weird.
And then he like hands out pretzels, and when it breaks, he'll snap a pretzel, and then they all laugh.
Yeah.
Like, it was a funny bit. I mean, the bad part about it is Sid probably wasn't even talked to about this, and they probably just did it.
Even better.
It's not even better, though. Like, imagine if that was you. Your leg's broken, your career might be over, and...
Even him a wrestler. I should expect that.
I guess you're right. But at this time, because of everything that's happened in wrestling, it was almost like... Well, no, it wasn't. It wasn't for another, 5 years after this, where people started to be like, yeah, okay, wins and losses don't matter. Because this is when Hogan still had full control over everything. Well, Nash had full control over the business at this point, but we'll get to that. Steiner takes credit for breaking Sid's leg.
Yeah.
He says that his strength broke Sid's leg.
Yeah, when he went off the ropes and hit.
That's a later promo?
That is later. At the end of a weird thing. We'll get there.
But he still talks about it. Takes credit for it. Says he did it. We go into the... It's not an arena, is it? It's like a smaller place. It's not
it's like the War Memorial.
Tony Schiavone. He talks about the new owners, and they have super blurry news clippings up on the screen.
Like weird angled news clippings.
Yeah. Like somebody had PowerPoint for the first time, and they're like, let's try this out. Let's put these news clippings.
Real weird here.
I don't know what this was about. I don't know who the owners were.
We know who the owners were.
But was it in the news that WWE bought it this early?
I don't think it was. I just think someone bought it. Someone. Unnamed.
Was this not kayfabe bought yet, though?
I feel like it was. This was the kayfabe bought, I feel.
This wasn't the real one. This is like the Rick buying it.
No, I feel like it actually got bought, but this was the kayfabe way of making it seem alright.
But did we know that it was WWE at this point?
No, I don't think we did.
How did we not, though? Because Vince McMahon was the name on the contract, I believe.
Yeah, but you can hide that shit, you know?
Can you?
Yeah, I mean, no
I
one
feel
knows.
like it's a public company.
No one knows who bought my car.
Yes, they do. We talked about it in the last episode.
Well, I mean, now, but...
Well, speaking of him, Flair comes out with Animal, Luger, and what can only be described as Buff Bagwell with the greatest hat I've ever seen. It was a bucket hat that has flames and it says Buff Daddy.
Shit's on
its
mouth.
It said Buff Daddy, Buff on the front, Daddy on the back. I need that hat in my life.
Buff Daddy.
Flair kills a promo about nothing.
He does. Oh my god, he just keeps going on and on.
He just screams, and it just shows you how good Flair is on the mic and how different it is than now. Flair couldn't come out and kill well, he could because he's Flair. But if somebody came out and tried doing a Flair-style promo now, it wouldn't work. because he's just screaming and he's over the top, and that's not how promos are done anymore.
Yeah, and it's kind of like nonsense at some point. Like,
oh yeah,
like Nash comes out before Nash even says anything. He's like, "Shut up, Nash!" It's like, what's happening?
Flair calls Buff is like flexing, and Flair calls a woman in the front and says, "You can't have that. He's gonna work later." But first of all, Animal's awful. Road Warrior Animal, it's weird as a solo. I don't know. It's just weird. I get why. Flair keeps calling the group the Unit, which is also strange to me. He just keeps calling them the Unit. And then Flair also says that Steiner broke his leg. He also has to. He goes, yeah, he did it. Flair announces that Alex Wright, Das Wunderkid, is the #1 contender.
Yes.
And Alex Wright comes out. This is in his super German stage where he has a shaved head and combat boots and starts yelling, Achtung, Achtung!
Yeah.
And then he still does his dance.
It's weird. It's a weird thing.
I love Alex Wright. I want a Das Wunderkid shirt really bad. I love Alex Wright.
You know not what to get him when he loses WrestleMania.
I hate Alex Wright. I hate him. He's the worst.
Nope.
The worst.
Nope. Don't get him an Alex Wright shirt.
He apparently he runs like the most prestigious wrestling school in Germany. Like still to this day.
The Revolter's from?
I don't know.
Well, Revolter's from the House of Pain.
I have to look into that. As Alex Wright is dancing and talking about how amazing it is that he's the #1 contender, we hear the greatest theme song of the time.
It's not.
Which is the Wolfpack theme song.
It's a bad theme song. It's terrible.
Yeah,
you
great.
cannot make me care about the Wolfpack.
It's great.
NWO's terrible.
It's great.
I hate everything about it.
Wolfpack, original Wolfpack was great.
No,
yeah,
the song's bad to begin with. We're just talking about the song. It's not good.
The song's great.
No, it's like overblown guitars over nonsense. It's bad.
It was so of the time. That's why it's great.
Not of the time.
What do you mean? You don't think Taker's Nookie is of the time?
That's different. That's iconic.
Rollin',
not Nookie.
No,
if
Nookie.
Taker came out to Nookie, hold on, calm down. Calm down. Panties dropping.
No, that's Joey Ryan. That's the indie Taker.
You're right.
If Joey Ryan would come out to Nookie.
Nookie.
Nash powerbombs Alex Wright through the stage, and Flair is losing it, just screaming and yelling. And of course, your boy comes out.
Woo! The cat!
The cat, you love him. With the music doesn't fit because they don't have the rights to James Brown's song that he used, so it's fucking weird when it plays. He comes out backing up Nash, that Nash is now the #1 contender. Cat also called Scott Steiner here Big, Dumb, Stupid Papa Dump.
Amazing. Cat's a poet.
Big Papa Dump, he called him. It was good stuff. Flair then books Buff versus Nash with the main event Lex Luger with Lex Luger for the main event. Cat then says he's already booked Luger in a match, Luger versus DDP for tonight, and then the winner is the ref of that match. This is probably how WWE was run. It was just, what are we booking? Oh, we'll figure it out. And then everybody's booking a match. Everybody books everything.
Yeah, it was just nonsense.
Only person that
one up in each other.
Only person that had one say was Nash. He's the only guy that I'm the #1 contender now. Well, yeah, Nash, because you're booking the fucking place. We know what you're gonna do.
Poor Alex Wright.
Cut to Nash says they're collectively gonna drive a stake through all of their hearts.
I didn't get that.
Is Nash insinuating that the Unit are vampires?
I think so. It's the only way to explain Flair's
Okay, Ric Flair makes sense. Him being a vampire makes sense. Road Warrior Animal.
Now,
is he a vampire because he's the only Road Warrior left?
He's dried out.
Because Hawk died?
Was Hawk dead at this point? I don't
Yeah,
think he was.
sure. No, because he still had a run in WWE after this.
Yeah.
Awful run. Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Luger, definitely a vampire. That came back to bite him, though. He tried to leave the order, and he had a stroke and then found Jesus.
You know what? He looked fucking...
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll wait till his match, man. Buff is not a vampire.
Okay, Buff is amazing.
Buff might be, because he actually looks exactly the same right
I wish
now.
Buff was my brother.
I wish Buff was over.
Buff needs to be over.
Buff needs to be over.
Buff for WrestleMania 35. Kurt Angle's retirement match, Buff.
No, Buff in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
This is weird, because this pod's after WrestleMania.
Wins it. Yes, it is.
Or before?
No, it's after. Because we got to put the picks up.
We'll put the picks up, and then next Saturday will be this one.
Yeah?
So this is before.
So before.
We don't know what's happening yet!
So before. You're killing the fucking kayfabe in the record. You're killing the kayfabe in the record.
There's no kayfabe here. It's fine.
So, yeah, they're all vampires. The Unit are vampires now, so I'm going to continue with that concept moving
Yeah,
forward.
it's weird. Buff showed up for WrestleMania 35 face Kurt Angle.
It's super weird.
That was
Although
weird.
that will happen tomorrow.
It was a great
I
match.
thought you guys meant Taker.
That happens tomorrow.
That will be a great match.
That happens tomorrow.
That happens tomorrow. I heard.
Buff
Soul
versus
Taker.
Taker is going to be amazing.
Buff.
Kurt Angle just
versus
leaves the
Taker.
ring. Buff and Taker.
What if you do Taker and Kane in one corner and Buff and his mom in the other?
Judy Bagwell on a pole match?
Yeah. Well, not on a pole. She's on a pole. She's hot tag. Judy Bagwell's the hot tag. Brian, you're really leaning or something.
I don't know what just happened. You like
Drinking
broke the
syrup?
table.
No, just throw my
What?
leg behind the chair here.
What?
I mean,
Okay, move on to a match now after commercial. And one of the greatest things, they put caution tape over the hole in the stage. I think they left Alex right there, and they just put caution tape, an X over the stage.
I mean, he died.
Yeah, Alex Wright is done. That probably wrote him off TV forever. He probably didn't come back until after they were done.
Forever.
The match is Mike Modest
Mike Modest.
do you know what Mike Modest is
No,
from?
I don't.
You've seen the
There's Mike
documentary.
Austin, there's Mike Modest. I was confused.
You've seen the documentary Beyond the Mat?
Yeah.
You remember the like overweight promoter who was a dick who was talking to some WWE guys like, I need to get Mike in there. I need to get Mike. I need some matches. That was fucking Mike Modest. Mike Modest was the Mike that he wanted him to get. And like whoever I forget what agent it was. He even said he's like, dude's not ready. He's not good. He's just mediocre. He's like, he's fine. But that's who he was trying to get over. He was the dude's
I
manager.
think Mike did okay.
Mike Modest is all right. Against the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels,
With a choker.
who no, it's not a choker. It's a priest like caller.
Oh.
It's like a priest
But
caller.
it's red, so how does that work?
It's red, but it has the white little square
Okay,
here.
All right.
But now, looking 18 years ago at Christopher Daniels and knowing how much of an accomplished performer he is,
What is he?
yeah, the dude's won champions all over the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
That dude was huge in fucking Japan.
he's like middle line mediocre to me.
How many Christopher Daniels matches have you seen?
2.
And who was one of them against?
Stephen Mill.
And who's the other one against?
Mike Modest.
Exactly. Him carrying a match with Stephen Amell doesn't show you how good.
That match is okay.
Christopher Daniels is one of the greatest indie wrestlers of all time. He's fantastic. He's unbelievably good.
Open interpretation.
When you see more fucking Christopher Daniels matches, then you could talk about this.
I don't know if I can. He's like 60.
He's not. He's not, and he's still part of AEW. Like he signed AEW.
Yeah, I hope he has a match or two. Maybe.
Well, the only thing that I can say about this match is Christopher Daniels goes for what I can only assume is a move.
It's like a lion salt, kinda.
No, he jumps on the middle rope and then like misses bounce and then jumps on the top rope. By the way, not the turnbuckle, the ropes, and then like is still off balance, but then like dives backwards and then still tries to flip. Like honestly, when he hit that first rope, you knew he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, it was kind of over.
But then he jumped and
Like-
jumped again and landed directly on the top of his head.
ooh.
Right in the ring.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm going to be honest. This is the shit that used to happen in WCW all the time that to me made it seem more real. Like, when Shivani and them would say, like, oh, well, that's such a dangerous move, it was, they'd cover it up. But, like, as a kid, I'm just like, yeah, shit's hard as shit. Why wouldn't they mess up once in a while? Whereas I'd watch WWF, and I'd be like, why is everything so, like, they're just fighting all the time. We were good at it.
That's weird, because that's your weird love for WCW making it, like, work.
I think it is.
But yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Great.
Awful watching it now. But when I was 11, and also, by the way, wasn't watching WCW when I was 11. I was already off WCW this
I don't
time.
think anyone was watching WCW at this time.
Ah, no, they weren't. The people that were there were just bums. But the shit used to happen with the luchadors all the time. Luchadors would always botch a move, and then they would like cover it up, and I'd be like, yeah, of course they wouldn't mess up here and there. And another thing I noticed is, we've been watching Nitro and SmackDown, and then WCW. Do the WCW matches seem less structured? But like maybe in a bad way, but also when I watch a WWE match currently, or even back then, I always seem to know what's going to happen. Like, oh yeah, well, he's always going to do this move, and this move. But even watching like a Luger Buff match, I still don't know what moves are going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they certainly throw out a lot of random moves at sometimes, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll certainly get there.
Yep.
But, you're right, it is less structured, but I think that kind of hurts it to a point.
Because I think a lot of it is probably built off of that Ric Flair call it in the ring thing. and I don't think a lot of these wrestlers can call it in the ring.
No. They needed some.
And most of them were either on painkillers or hammered, probably. So
That's the only way to live.
pretty sure Mike Modest was just fucked up on burgers.
Nah, man, he's living the best of his life right there. That was it. That was the highlight.
I don't even who gets the win.
No one, because Buff comes out and beats the shit out of him.
Big Papa Pump. There was a segment.
Oh yeah, Big Papa Pump.
There was a segment at some point where he got told some bad news. Him and Jarrett showed up and got told some bad news.
I didn't even go over to bad news.
I think it was that Nash is number one contender, or has a match to be number one contender. I think that's what it was. But Big Papa Pump just gets mad and he just comes storming out and breaks both their legs with a metal pipe. Like that's the storyline.
It's not even a good break. You can't break an ankle the way he did it.
No, you can't. Yeah, definitely can. We'll try it out with Brian later. We'll try it out with Brian later.
You put a pipe in an ankle and you just twist.
Snapped.
I don't know. The pipe has nothing to do with it. Maybe the actual twisting motion broke it. The pipe, it was just there.
It was just there to look.
And it just looked like a PVC pipe painted gray.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
Probably.
But it was
Still
great.
work.
But let's be honest. He was huge.
He was mad.
He was huge.
He was huge. Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump was on so much fucking gas at this point.
He might still be.
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I know he owns a Shoney's.
Well, he did great. You did great. Better than me.
But no, he's on
great.
so much gas at this point. It looks like his skin is gonna rupture at any second. Like he's on the fucking gas.
That makes him even better.
Man, he's like there's not a fucking ounce of non-muscle on his body.
Somebody else came out with him. Was it Buff?
No, it was his woman. It was a woman with him.
Yeah, but there was someone else.
I don't think so.
There's another dude.
I don't think so.
Did he have to change?
Jarrett was behind with him.
Oh.
Jarrett was in the back.
We'll get to
Jarrett
Jarrett.
comes out later though.
Yeah. And then they were putting him on stretchers, and Buff still beating him up after he does like a little
Big
promo.
Papa Pump.
Big Pop. Why do I keep calling him Buff?
Not Buff.
Because I love Buff. I love Buff. I don't really like Big Papa Pump. I like his push-up thing, but.
Yeah, he promos about Sid's leg, said it was hitting the freak's chest that caused it.
Yes.
Stutters a bit because that's what every Steiner promo is, and then he finishes with the tagline, "I don't fake it, I break it," which is another great Steiner line. Steiner then fights an EMT that I don't think's a wrestler. Did you catch that?
Nope, he just fucking booted a guy for no reason.
He just hits him with a monster forearm, and the guy falls down and looks back at him, and then Steiner stops. So I don't think that guy was a wrestler.
Absolutely not.
But then he also starts attacking security, and then starts fighting Bryan Daniels. Nope. Yeah, Bryan Daniels. Christopher Daniels. Bryan Danielson. Starts fighting Christopher Daniels while he's on the fucking stretcher still.
Yeah.
As we go to commercial.
The highlight.
It comes back and they say, well, while we were on commercial, when it shows them beating up and fucking on stretchers. Cut to what might be my least favorite character in the business at the time. Okay, second least favorite. Kwee decides to make his appearance.
Ooh. Watch yourself.
Why?
Okay, Kwee-wee?
Yeah.
Kwee-wee's terrible.
Kwee comes out.
What is this? It's not Shush.
Did you know who his wife is?
No, who
Well,
is
not
it?
his wife.
Is that Alicia Fox?
His manager? Do you know who his manager was here?
No.
His manager, her name was... who's she called here?
Samantha Fox.
No, she was called... Samantha Fox is a 1980s musician.
It's a weird pull brand. They do this thing. It's like... It's
I
not
can't...
Shush. It's like...
I
Like
can't...
how Bailey was doing?
No.
I can't remember the name
Shush.
that they call her here, but it's actually Queen Charmel, Booker T's future wife.
Booker! You're getting the fame!
It's Booker T's future wife.
Wow. Are they still married?
Yeah.
Wow.
Two
That's
kids.
gotta be a weird life. He just comes home screaming nonsense.
Kwee comes out looking like a strung out Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Balding.
offers an open challenge to everybody, and then immediately tries to fight a security guard.
I wonder who the security guard was.
He fights a security guard.
Yeah, who was he?
That's it, kind of. He fights a security guard, and then
They do that weird pose for like a second. They don't even pose. They just do it, and
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird. And the kid,
Well, apparently, I looked up Kwee after this because I wanted to know. Well, first off,
when he died.
I thought that was Queen Charmel. He's not that.
What the fuck?
I thought that was.
There's
Queen...
hope for us, Brian.
Yeah, I thought that was Queen Charmel. Like she looks familiar, and I had to confirm that it was.
How do you spell this?
Kwee. Wee.
What? That's your phone.
Does he look like a strung out Super
He
Saiyan?
does. Oh my god! Wow! What the fuck is this?
Oh, this one's hair short.
What the fuck?
Who gets a Kiwi fucking autograph?
Hold on.
That's who.
You're telling me you don't go to a convention and Kiwi's charging $5 for an autograph, you don't get a Kiwi autograph?
Wow.
No, I pay Kiwi not to autograph something. I show a picture like, please don't autograph this. Here's money.
Oh, let's see what you're doing. Okay.
That's the exact
picture. What is that?
He's on the side there. He's right in the middle. I don't
Not
fucking know.
coordinated.
At all.
122.01. What the fuck? What the fuck? How's that exact picture on the
I
front
do
page
know.
of
I
Google?
do know. Around this time, he was starting to develop a character called like Mad Lenny
Kiwi?
or Angry Lenny or something.
It was old ass Vegeta, dude.
It was kind of like a Hulk type character or a
I'm
Dr.
sorry.
Jekyll Hyde, where he'd get mad and he would just blow up in the ring. That's kind of what he was developing here. Nobody cared. Nobody cared at all.
This was a bad segment.
Let's go to a good segment, which is Lance Storm and Team Canada comes out. Lance Storm is gold. I don't care what the fuck you say. Perfect heel.
No problem,
Team
Lance Storm.
Canada is great.
I like Team Canada.
He challenges Conan,
That's awesome.
the leader of the Filthy Animals,
Ugh.
for the end of the war that they've been having. He said, once and for all, one final match to decide the war.
You know who I don't like? Filthy Animals.
Any of them.
I don't like Konar.
You don't like Ray?
I don't like Ray.
Who's the first one?
Konar.
Who?
Conquer.
Who?
What's his name?
Conan.
Conan.
Yeah.
I don't like
Is
Conan.
he a barbarian?
I don't like Ray in his weird black silk suit. Where the
Yeah.
fuck he came out
Good
with.
times.
I don't even know who the other person was.
What is this?
Oh, Billy Kidman. Billy Kidman.
Billy Kidman is the only guy to have 2 clean victories over Hulk Hogan.
Okay, again, no one cares. I don't even know who the woman was.
That was Major Guns. No, Major Guns was Team Canada.
A woman.
Tigress.
Okay,
That
yep.
was Tigress.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Who's that?
Don't show him that. We'll get there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
It
sorry.
didn't happen yet.
Oh,
Kiwi has
Sorry.
has a run.
has a match.
a match.
He has a match.
He's a match.
While Lance Storm challenges him and then plays O Canada, and while O Canada's playing Filthy Animals music hits, they come down. And did you notice on the bottom, the hockey jersey they were selling that I want one of?
It's $40. Plus shipping.
Filthy Animals. It just says FA,
Yeah.
and it looks fucking badass.
Actually, you could probably find one on eBay. Did you look?
For $160.
Worth it.
No.
You're wrong.
No.
$40 then, $160 now. Inflation is the same price.
Conan is wearing Riddick goggles, for one.
Terrible.
That's amazing.
Filthy animals are terrible. I'm gonna write down filthy. I can't spell filthy.
Conan then says that Canada will be speaking
L
Spanish.
there. Before the T.
He says, well, because Lance Storm made
You
some
forgot the
joke.
H.
There you go. Lance Storm made some joke about how. No. Conan made the joke about how Canada has a problem speaking 2 languages. They speak French and English. And he said, well, they'll all be speaking Spanish soon. I guess he's invading. I guess Conan's going to war with all of Canada. And then they start to have a match, which I love Conan. I think he's super underrated as a wrestler. I think he phoned it in once in a while. And then I also don't think that Lance Storm trusted him in this match. There's a lot of times where Lance Storm looks like he's protecting himself when he should be doing a move. But eventually, Lance Storm wins after a battle erupts outside. Lance wins with a Canadian Maple Leaf, which is just a one-leg Boston Crab. So one-leg Boston Crab, that's all it is.
Amazing.
Is this the match you missed?
No, I watched this one.
Okay. Next we have Shane Douglas trying to join the unit through Buff and Lex. Shane Douglas is approaching Buff and Lex and saying, hey, I want to join the unit. It's a group of great guys, a group of best guys in business. I want to join. And Buff basically tells him, yeah, you can join. Take out the cat. Go take out the cat. Because obviously the unit and Cat's group are feuding.
The cat's the best.
Next, we have a interview with the one, the only, the late Mean Gene. Interviewing General Erection. General Erection.
And Lance.
And Lash LaRue.
Lash LaRue.
You want to know who my least favorite guy in WCW is at this time?
Generation.
Lash LaRue. Can't stand him. Don't get it. Don't see a character. Don't understand what the fuck's happening. Lash LaRue is a piece of garbage.
That whole team was a piece of garbage. What are they, MIA or something?
MIA.
And they stopped being MIA?
Booker T was part of MIA, so you can't say all of them are garbage.
I can still say, oh, more garbage.
Booker T's amazing.
Eh.
You've never watched Harlem Heat?
Five times. I get it. I saw Harlem Heat.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You weren't watching
I watched Booker T compete for the TV title.
That's not his Harlem Heat.
I still saw some Harlem Heat
No, you
matches
didn't.
in my life.
Also, Stevie Ray's not good. I mean, I'm fine with him getting into the hall with Booker T, but
Hey, you gotta ride someone's coattails.
Stevie did.
You're riding mine.
Although
I don't understand.
Stevie was part of NWO, and he just basically hit people with a slapjack. Didn't even know what that was. Still don't. Still don't.
It's what Brian
Well,
would eat in a blender.
Hugh Morris officially ends MIA
Slapjack.
Yep.
and reintroduces Hugh Morris. General Erection says, give me your shirt, Lash LaRue, because that's something, apparently you don't have a shirt, you're not in the group. Ends the group. Next, here we go. Luger versus DDP.
DDP.
Which, on paper, you would think would be a shit match. And in reality, is a shit match. Because, let's be honest here. Luger and DDP, did they look like they were 70 in there?
Yeah.
Because I looked up their ages of the time to see what was happening here. Luger's 42. That's only 1 year older than AJ or Cena. Okay? In this match, Lex Luger
Yeah.
was 1 year older than Cena and AJ.
Lex Luger looks like fucking $1 million in this. Body.
You're not serious.
Not move wise, body wise.
You don't remember how Lex used to look, do you?
I do. It's slow unveil of him by Heenan.
Don't get me wrong. Lex was still built here, but his face and his head looked like he was 65 years old.
First off, Luger's face has always been fucking ugly. It's like droopy on one
I'm
side
not,
or something.
I'm,
and
hey,
wrinkly.
whoa, dude did have a stroke.
Oh, this is pre-stroke.
Let's say the dude's face is droopy. It's a little touchy.
It was droopy pre-stroke.
Little touchy.
Pre-stroke Luger is droopy.
Little touchy there.
It's not touchy.
And DDP here is 44.
Okay, DDP with short hair is terrible.
Oh, it's awful. And listen, Luger's fucking weird schoolboy haircut is the worst. Too.
Okay.
But
long hair.
I'll give it to you. Luger is pretty built here.
He's
also on the gas.
Write that down.
Well, he's also
They're
on the
all
hard
gas.
grass. Don't tell him to write shit down. He can't do two things. He can't be a personality on here. If you're not going to be a personality, then don't tell him to write shit down.
Right shit.
He can't write and talk at the same time. That's why we can't have him write the picks. Because he doesn't hear anything. He goes away. Then I got to talk to the camera by myself for 20 minutes while he's writing.
Trying to figure out how to spell
Let's talk
filthy.
about yoke dudes.
Okay. Luger's 42. DDP's 44. They seem a million. They both seem a million years
Moving really
old.
slow.
It's not a good match. It's not a good match.
Has not a clean finish.
Jarrett comes out, hits DDP with a guitar. Luger pulls him into the rack, which
And then the rest just ends it.
I still love the torture rack. I don't know why. I think it's a great finisher. Nobody's used it since then. I don't think.
I don't think.
It's not a real move you can use. What's happening?
I don't know. I accidentally brushed him. He made a reaction. Just keep happening. I think it's weird.
Okay, nobody cares about this at all.
But why did they call the match on a torture rack?
Because he tapped out.
He didn't.
He did.
Did he?
Like, as soon as he went up, DDP tapped, basically. Also, it's WCW. They know the finish. They probably were short on time.
They were. They ran out of time at the end. We'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, no. You haven't watched enough Nitro to know that that's how every single Nitro
We're
ends.
out of time!
The tape machines are rolling! We're out of time! Tony Schiavone. That's his fucking famous line.
I wish Tony Schiavone didn't stand up AEW.
The tape machines are rolling. Okay. Moving on to what can only be described as your favorite fucking tag team. Is this the match you missed? The Mamalukes?
Who the fuck are the Mamalukes?
Did you see the Mamalukes versus Sean Stasiak and Mark Jindrak?
No.
Man.
I missed this one. This one I missed.
The Mamalukes. Big Vito, and it took me a while to figure out who this was. I put question marks here, but I figured it out eventually. Johnny the Bull. Big Vito and Johnny the Bull, the two times, the Mamalukes.
Okay.
Up against Sean Stasiak and Mark Jindrak of Natural Born Thrillers.
Okay.
Stasiak has an awful, schoolboy haircut, too. It's bad. It's another bad haircut. I think it's of the time. It's just,
early 2000s.
bleached tips. Oh, it's bad. It's really bad.
Probably like my haircut. Right?
There's a point where they're talking about how the Mamalukes are former tag champions, Sean Stasiak and Mark Jindrak are former tag team champions, and Schiavone says, we have former champions everywhere you look. No fucking shit, Schiavone, because the belts were meaningless. You gave him to everybody here and there. Here we fucking go.
Hey, Tony's taking off probation. You know, he's being a good.
Oh, listen, Tony had very little. Well, it was Tony who told everybody to tune in to watching Mankind win the fucking world title. So.
Yeah.
And that was the first time they lost in a segment to WWF in 52 weeks.
That makes sense.
And do you remember what he said after he said, oh, they're putting the belt on Mick Foley tonight. Why don't you tune over and see that? Yeah, that'll put butts in seats.
They're wrong.
It did.
It was great. That was a great thing. Talk about breaking kayfabe. Everyone came out and congratulated Foley.
Yeah.
That's good.
Jindrak hit a lion salt type moonsault, like the Jericho lion salt.
Uh-huh.
Jindrak is like 6'4", 280.
That's impressive.
Like a monster.
How do you get that up?
It was unbelievable. Jindrak and Stasiak, I'll say it again. I wish the Natural Born Thrillers as a whole could have came over to WWE. Because I think all of those dudes had something. And they weren't ready to be singles competitors.
Weren't they Mean Street Posse?
No, not any of them. Not any of them. They hit a badass like double backdrop, and then Stasiak and Jindrak hit a double kip up, and then hit an elbow drop after the kip up.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's good. I'm telling you, it was a good match. They also do a weird do-si-do double clothesline. I don't know what happened. Vito hits a nice super kick. The ref has no idea who the legal men are. There's actually a moment where there's two pins going on, the ref goes like this. Palumbo and O'Hara come out. Two more members of...
O'Hara and Palumbo. I love them.
Two more members.
They're my favorite part of Natural Born Thrillers.
Are they?
Yeah, I love
O'Hara's
amazing.
He's a fucking
and
monster.
Palumbo's got that weird curly hair because then he ended up being on the Steelers for a couple years.
I don't think he did. You're thinking of Palumbo. I get the joke now. I missed it. I'm sorry. I buried that.
It's okay. Write down, Brian.
Basically, the Mamalukes win by DQ.
Marmadukes.
The Natural Born Thrillers start falling apart. Like, why are you ruining today?
Just write that down.
No, you're not adding anything to this by telling him to write something down. The only thing you're adding is my fucking nerves.
You've been on edge lately.
I've been on edge since you've been telling him to write things down. I have hard enough keeping him tuned in. We're going to have to give him Adderall before we start this fucking thing.
You got some.
You're fucking distracted. I'm telling him to point at stuff.
You holding, bro?
No, not for you.
For yourself. Let's play some night.
Natural Born Thrillers start falling apart. They start fighting each other.
No.
Yeah, in the backstage they're fighting each other. Do you remember the name of that fucking dude?
Oh, the guy with
Mike Sanders.
The guy who's under Ric Flair.
Mike Sanders. Ric Flair, they're all fighting, they walk away, and Ric Flair comes up and says, "You better take care of that. You better take care of it. You're my pet project." But he's talking to him like the Trailer Park Boys talking to Corey and Trevor. Like, he's like, "Oh no, you're my pet project, bud. You know, you're my pet project. Yeah, but come on, bud. Take care of business. Yeah, you're my pet project. I'm telling you, you're my pet project." And it was just a really weird situation. Next, you have your favorite match tonight: the Franchise versus the Cat. Did you miss this match too?
Yeah.
What are you missing?
What the fuck did I do?
The Cat's ring gear is more formal than his backstage clothes.
That can't be possible.
When he came out with his backstage clothes, it was a silk shirt and just track pants. When he comes out, no shoes, velvet pants, and a button-up vest.
Oh, the Cat.
It's more formal than his backstage clothes.
The Cat is amazing. The man does class.
Flair then comes on the screen because this is how WCW's booked.
WCW 2001.
And he says the match is now a no DQ for the commissionership.
How can he book that? I'm so confused.
Flair's the CEO, Cat's the commissioner. They all have full reign to book whoever they want or whatever they want, I guess. But yeah, I guess Flair just put a job up for it. There's a badass roll-through neck breaker in this thing.
Holy shit.
By Cat? It looks disgusting. It looks disgusting. No, by Franchise.
Oh.
No, when I say roll-through neck breaker, the Cat is you know an upward dog, the yoga pose is upward dog?
Yeah. Like
where you're on your stomach and then you just push the top of your body up? Well, he's like that. And Shane Douglas runs at him, grabs his head, and snaps it back while he rolls. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Ew.
It's gross. It made me want to puke. And then Mike Sanders does a run-in. O'Hara does a run-in. Rick Steiner does a run-in. Yeah. Yeah. Rick Steiner saves the Cat. Cat wins. Then Steiner dances with him. Because what do we want other than Rick Steiner dancing?
I'm glad I missed that.
Rick Steiner dances.
Yeah, that's terrible. The old bulldog.
Rick Steiner is now a member of the school board of his town.
I don't think I'd put anyone else on my school board.
But apparently he had to get a petition because like Steiner's not his real name, and he thought that if he had to use his real name, he wouldn't get the votes that he needed. So he ended up using Steiner. But I think he had to get like another thing passed in order for him to be able to do it.
I wish I could go by an alias.
You can't.
Like for real though. Like in my normal day life.
I mean, you kind of do.
I mean, I do, but like for real.
Next, we have the match that everybody's waiting for: The Wall and Chavo.
Okay, I tune in for this one.
Versus Hugh Morris and Lash LaRue.
Lash LaRue.
Lash LaRue is fucking awful.
Okay, so is
But by this attitude, it sounds
so
like,
is The Wall.
The Wall's not good. The Wall was just a big dude. That's all he was. I do have wrote down here though that Chavo is so goddamn good.
Chavo's fucking shredded. He lifted up fucking LaRue.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
But also,
and Chavo's like 5'1".
I kind of can't wait till we get to the WWE run of Chavo's.
Chavo's a WWE run.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because I can't quite figure out.
It's Chavo Guerrero, right?
Yeah.
Chavo Sanchez.
Yeah. That's a little racist.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit. Why don't you get it right back down?
But
I don't like this right this down bit.
I can't figure out if Chavo looks this good because he's surrounded by bad, or if Chavo's this good because he's
Chavo's
this good.
that good. He's amazing.
He is, but it definitely looks a lot better with him around these dullards.
Generation is not a dollar. Hugh Morris is.
Hugh Morris hit a fucking moonsault that was badass, but
Yes.
other than that, Chavo gets the win. Hugh attacks him after the match. Let's be honest, nobody really cares. Luger comes out. I like this Luger. I like not wrestling Luger. I like Luger being this heel where he comes out, practices his 3 count, gets down and goes. Okay. Like, I like that Luger. It's a good heel Luger. Buff Daddy comes out in a wild top hat.
Yeah.
Couldn't have the bucket hat anymore. Had to exchange it. Put the top hat on. Buff on the front, Daddy on the back. It's this tall. It's the fucking biggest hat I've ever seen. He starts flexing all around. The Buff Daddy theme plays twice. They do a little promo, and then it plays again, and even Buff starts looking around, and then he goes, and starts flexing. They go to commercial. Nash comes out in what can only be described as Diesel gear. It's Diesel.
Yeah.
It's the same gear. Basically, heel tactics the whole match, Luger and Buff. I don't care what they do. They could put him up against anybody. I cannot see Nash as a babyface. It doesn't work. As a kid, he was the fucking coolest dude in the world.
Really?
Loved him. Loved him as a kid.
Like, everyone's popping for him. Like, I don't get it.
Because when I was a kid, I loved him. I don't think you get it because I can't look at it now either without knowing that Nash is in the backstage area basically rolling this place with an iron fist, doing the fucking Hogan thing.
I can put that aside, but like, he's just boring in the ring.
Yeah.
Everyone pops when he takes his fucking things off.
Yeah.
And he just, you know what he's doing. He's doing a powerbomb. Angle takes his things off. Shit's getting real.
He did fucking 18 suplexes.
You know, that's different. Like, Nash is just like so two-dimensional.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the main reason why the Outsiders work so well is because Hall carried him. Like, Hall had enough personality for both of them. Nash was just Big Daddy Cole. Like, that's all he had to be. He didn't have to talk. He just had to be Nash.
Big Sexy, the killer.
Big Sexy, the killer.
Flair called him the killer.
Flair calls him whatever he wants. Flair can call him anything he wants. Flair calls anybody whatever they want. Shivani says, okay, hold on. There's a moment, actually, where Nash has Buff pinned, and Luger counts the pin, and on 2, he goes to check the shoulder, puts his hand under Buff's shoulder, and lifts it up with his hand. And then Luger goes, it's only 2 count, his shoulder's up. And Shivani says, he's like, he said his shoulder's up. Of course it was up. Put his hand underneath it.
It's not wrong.
Shivani's calling it right down the middle. Calling it like it is. DDP does a run-in from the crowd, like he always does.
Wearing a Pepsi pain shirt or something?
I looked it up because it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Pepsi would have never, like... Honestly, you want to know what I thought? Because even the back had, like, a weird logo that wasn't Pepsi.
Yeah.
It could have been a CM Punk shirt. Honestly, it could have been a CM Punk shirt. I don't know when CM Punk started wrestling in Chicago. I'm pretty sure it was after 01. But it could have been a CM Punk shirt.
It's a weird thing, right?
I Googled it.
I'm glad you looked, because I was like, what the fuck
I
is
looked
this
up,
shirt?
like, Pepsi Pain t-shirt. I looked up, like, any of their, like, marketing from 01. I couldn't find anything. Is it, like, a knockoff? I don't know what. I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's weird it's got a knockoff Pepsi pain shirt.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say Pepsi. It just has that logo.
It does, but I mean...
But it's very
Or
weird.
maybe it's like a parody of the Pepsi thing. It just says pain.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
But if it is, it's not even the Pepsi font. Like, it just says pain in red.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I've tried to figure it out myself. I Googled it. I eBayed it. I looked for everything. Couldn't figure it
I
out.
was like, what the fuck?
Hits Diamond Cutter on Luger. Nash counts 3 with Luger's hand. Steiner does a run-in. Chronic does a run-in.
Why did Chronic show up? I think they're on the side. I don't get it.
And then, of course, we get the classic Tony Schiavone. And we're out of time! The tape machines are rolling! And it cuts off. But that's how every Nitro used to end in
It
it.
makes sense.
Like, you know how all Raws end with, like, a pose and, like, a little thing comes up on the bottom?
That's how every...
Nitro's always ended in a mess that you, like, oh my god, what happened when they went off air? It was an idea to try to get you to watch their next show. Like, they'll tell us what happened next show. Fucking great.
Makes sense.
I mean,
I'm glad you wrote that down.
not a great show altogether.
Okay, not a good show.
Not a good show. Some good moments. You actually missed the best match of the
I did.
show.
As a cat, I probably would have loved.
That's not the best match of the show.
Yeah.
The best match of the show was probably the Stasiak and not Palumbo, not O'Hare, Jindrak match.
Sean O'Hare.
So, you know the things I need from you here. I don't have written down what we gave our last
Rumble?
WCW.
Oh, the last
Thing?
thing. I don't remember.
So we're just gonna have to go.
I don't think
for
we
it.
did for the first one back. Remember, we forgot.
Okay.
So,
So what I need from you is a rating.
a rating. I give it...
Actually, no. Let's not do rating. Do favorite part first.
Favorite part?
Favorite spot.
Sad as it is, probably the opening promo. Between Cat, Nash...
Like the promo at the beginning, not the buff and them breaking pretzels to Sid's leg.
No, not that. Like the Cat and Nash...
So just the opening segment.
Yeah.
Where just everybody came out and yelled.
And Flair just
The
screaming.
reason was because of Alex Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna write Alex Wright for your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex Wright.
Okay. All right.
Alex Wright opening. Good?
Yeah.
My favorite, which is, it's strange that I have this connection now, because I don't think, first of all, I don't think I ever experienced Natural Born Thrillers. I don't think I was watching WCW when they came in. But I want a Natural Born Thrillers t-shirt. Like, I'm so on board with the Natural Born Thrillers. I think all of them are so fucking talented. I think 3 of them are dead now. 2 from, O'Hare killed himself, and then I think 2 drug overdoses.
Oh.
So I think 3 of them are dead now.
O'Hare was the best.
He was severely
Rest in
depressed.
peace.
I think he came out too later, like almost towards the end of his life. He came out and then he really tried to push for like a gay wrestler, like that was his character, and like nobody would hire
me
him.
on this.
I'm just telling you.
liked O'Hare.
I'm just telling you.
He deserved better. He was amazing.
Actually, that might have been Canyon. I don't know if O'Hare ever came out. I know O'Hare was severely depressed and fought drug issues, but I think it was Canyon that came out and tried getting the gay character going.
Oh.
But we'll get to him too. Actually, he might have left WCW at this point already. He was Mortis.
Oh.
My favorite part is Natural Born Thrillers. I love them. Other than that fucking idiot. What's his name? Sanders? Mike Sanders? I don't like Mike Sanders.
The leader guy?
I don't get that.
Yeah.
But the team themselves, I think they could have been one of the best factions in wrestling if they weren't on a shitty fucking company on a shitty show.
Yeah.
So I'm going Natural Born Thrillers. MBT. Brian, what was your favorite? Just so you know, I'm not writing it down.
I know.
He can write it down. Tell him to write it down.
You can go ahead and write it down.
You didn't tell us what to write, Brian.
Just go ahead.
What's your favorite part?
What are you doing at this table?
It's never made this noise before.
Dude. I'm leaning on it. I'm fat. I'm leaning on it. Don't worry about it.
What's your favorite?
Go ahead, write that down. But Lex Luger. Lifting the shoulder. From your explanation, sounded
A total package. Lift me some shoulders.
Don't get me wrong. Great spot. I did like it. I was a fan of it. I'm a fan of heel fucking Luger doing that shit. Because
I knew, like, if I was watching that as a kid, I'd be screaming at my TV.
Because Luger still had he wasn't as fucking shredded as he used to be, but he still had the body that you looked at him and you're like, why the fuck does this dude look this good? And knowing that he was 43 or 42 years old, it's like, why the fuck does this dude look this good?
Other than his face.
Other than his face and his bad haircut.
Yeah.
Okay, I need your least favorite.
My least favorite?
Least favorite part.
Oh, straight up. What's his face falling on his head?
Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels. I almost said Charlie Daniels, but I'm like, that's
Charlie Daniels.
So Christopher Daniels botch.
Yep.
I laughed like an idiot and then watched it 3 times.
He doesn't do it for me.
You've seen 2 matches.
So
Why are you judging Christopher Daniels off a match with an actor and a botch in 2001?
I don't know. He doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it.
Okay, Vince.
You know when they
You
have
need
it.
to be 8 feet and
Okay.
300 pounds?
I might stab this man though.
Go ahead, write that down.
My least
That's
favorite.
how you feel. Go ahead, write that down.
Least favorite, man. I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff here.
Christopher
Oh
Daniels.
no, it's simple. It's simple. It's the easiest thing ever. I don't even look at this page. Actually, my least favorite was Alex Wright not being the number 1 contender. My favorite was Alex Wright being the number 1 contender for all of 10 minutes. Wrong. 10 seconds. My least favorite is Lash LaRue. Anything that has to do with Lash LaRue, nope.
You're right. That's fair.
Okay, I need a rating from you for this. 1 to 10, half points included.
4.5.
Now remember, let me give you this. Let me tell you. You rated the last Raw we watched at a 7. You rated the last SmackDown we watched at a 6.5.
Okay, considering I missed the 2 matches I think I would enjoy the most, give me a 3.
A 3.
A solid 3.
But I got to put an asterisk beside it because you missed 2 matches.
Yeah, that would probably bumped it up to a 4.
3. That's not an asterisk. That's a triangle.
You tried to do a star, and he just
I don't know what happened.
traced the bottom 3 times.
Missed 2 matches.
I'm glad you wrote that down.
Okay, I gave the
He might hit you.
Raw a 7.5. I gave the last SmackDown we watched an 8.
Yeah, you were in.
I was fucking all about it, man. I remember that thing. I was pumped. I think this thing's a solid 5.5. I don't think I can give it more than 5.5.
Are you serious?
I love the Natural Born Thrillers. I think Flair was great.
Yeah, they're cute and all, but
I like the heel tactics of Luger. I liked. There's a lot here I like. I like the franchise. I like Lance Storm, Team Canada. There's not as many downs for me as there are for you. I like Conan. I like the Filthy
you need
Animals.
those rose-colored goggles off.
What do you mean? I don't like this era of WCW, but there's a lot of stuff in there that I like. I like Conan.
Conan's
I like
terrible.
franchise. I love Lance Storm. I love Tony Schiavone. That helps. That fucking dullard that he's there with doesn't help anything at all.
Yeah, he does. I don't even remember him saying anything.
Scott Steiner being the fucking superhero. I used to hate this Scott Steiner as a kid. Now I'm like, I get it. He's dumb as shit, but I get it. Like, he's almost so dumb he
That's
can't
fair.
pull off his character, but I'm like, I get it. So yeah, it's 5.5 for me.
Jesus Christ.
Is that out of a
That's
7?
pretty low. It's out of 10.
Oh, perfect.
That's pretty low. Listen, the lowest I've done so far. Well, I think it's an 8.
I feel like it's not in this book, but the first
The lowest I've done was a 7.5.
the first Raw we did, you did. First Nitro you did. I think we did pretty low.
Yeah, but I think it was still 5.
All right. Well, I'll stick with my 3.
I mean, I'm not telling you to change yours. I don't know why you're trying to convince me to change mine.
I'm not.
What are you guys? Why are you on my jock today?
It's nice.
Listen, I watched.
Ooh.
Did you guys see Swiss Army Man?
No.
The movie with Daniel Radcliffe
Where, like, he...
and the dude from There Will
Yeah,
Be Blood.
stuff.
Yeah, there's Manchester Orchestra's soundtrack for it.
Are they?
Some part of it.
Well,
No,
let me
full.
just tell you, if there's any way you want to get me to tune out of a movie almost immediately, it's have the first 20 minutes of it be a dude farting the whole time.
That's the whole movie?
That's the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh.
And then a good 10 minutes in the middle, and then the last 10 minutes of the movie. If there's a way you want me to tune out of a movie almost immediately, it's to do that.
I'm not a fan of...
Passing gas, flatulence.
I'm
not a fan.
I'm not a fan of
So,
Batman humor to begin
how do you
with,
feel
so-
about South Park?
Now or as a kid?
No, either or.
I liked it as a kid. I hate it now. I hate it. I haven't watched an episode of South Park in probably 10 years. I hate it. I hate it. Why? Which you?
Brian
I'm
doesn't,
guessing you're a fan.
Brian doesn't give his opinion, he doesn't give any argument, just ask a question.
no conversation.
No, because we all know Brand here. No matter what I say, I'm wrong.
You can like whatever you want to like.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
saying
not-
you're
I'm
wrong
not
for
looking
liking
at
it.
it.
I'm just saying I don't like it.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Just curious.
So weird.
I bet he's like building up ammunition for later. Like
You
said you
load
like
the clip.
South Park.
Yeah, put that in
Load
the
the
pocket.
clip.
What's your opinion on South Park?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
No dog in this fight.
I like the topical now humor at the time, but in hindsight, I don't really care for it. Does that make sense?
See, I think I was the other way. I didn't care about the topical humor at the time. I like the other humor, which thinking back, it wasn't really much.
I was gonna say they're pretty on the nose at the times.
Yeah, well, I watched that mini documentary about how they make an episode in like 40 minutes or something, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But no, all in all, I really liked what Swiss Army Man went for. I liked the idea of the movie. I probably liked it as a whole, but man, if you want to try to, it was the hardest thing for me to continue watching that.
I don't know how you got the South Park from that.
Because it was
The farting
bad
humor.
humor.
Yeah.
If anything from South Park, I like Trey and what's his face,
Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
I like their stance on if you can't make fun of something, then you can't make fun of anything. I think that's fair.
Have you seen Book of Mormon or heard Book of Mormon?
I want to see that.
Didn't we listened to some of it once, you and me.
I don't remember.
You played a little bit of it.
I don't remember that.
Oh, well, you did. You're the only reason I know of it.
I believe you.
So.
I believe you. That sounds like me.
Yeah, it might be me.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. I'm a pompous, pretentious asshole. Sounds like me.
Yeah.
You're in the car. You're gonna deal with my pretentiousness, asshole. But yeah, it was decent. But I think without the flatulence and the passing of gas, I would love that movie. But because
It's a weird thing. I never even thought that would be in that movie. I thought it was some like indie fucking art piece or something.
it is,
It has something to do with like he's like a dead body that slowly comes
I
back
thought it was
to
a
life.
dummy or something.
he's a dead body that slowly comes back to life. But like he also, are you gonna watch it?
No.
Are you gonna watch it?
I watched like a.
You're gonna leave? Is
Like-
this
like-
another fucking
no.
death day?
No, listen.
Death Day 2's coming out.
It's already out, and I've been seeing.
I don't
Yeah,
think it is.
yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
It
Why
is
didn't you
out.
go see it?
I want to see it.
Go see it.
I don't think
I
it's
love
out.
the first
I
one.
don't think it's out.
You have a
It's
car.
out.
You go see it.
I'm pretty sure. It's
Happy
not
Death Day
theaters
2.
anymore. Yeah. But I've been seeing things for like
think about
explain
that.
the ending and stuff like that, and I'm like I want to know, but at the same time I really want to watch that movie.
I wouldn't watch it. The first one wasn't that good.
Apparently nobody cared. It came out February 13th.
I told you it's been
Nobody gave a damn. It has a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I guess not that bad.
Marilyn Monroe horror.
I don't know.
Well, essentially he has flatulence, and the dude's stuck on a desert island, and the body washes up on a desert island, and he starts having flatulence, and then the body starts moving through the water, and he rides him like a jet ski. The flatulence is pushing him, and he's like a boat, and he rides him to land.
I hate it already. I hate
It's
it.
great. You'd love it.
Nope.
But then, like, as he comes back to life, like, he uses, like, his arm just snaps, and he uses his arm to, like, chop wood and shit. Like, that's why he's Swiss Army Man. So it is an art piece. It is an indie art piece.
I don't know. I'm not interested.
I mean, it's not your kind of movie.
What is my kind of movie?
There has to be an Avenger in it.
Yeah. You don't watch anything.
You're
else?
not really a movie guy.
I like movies, but
Name one.
no.
That's not Gremlins.
No, because you make fun of me. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, let's hear it.
No.
No,
because Brand hates
I
it
like
already.
all kind of
Brand-
shit movies.
Brand
No, we're
fucking-
going down this road. Let's hear it.
Brand fucking hates the movie.
I
don't
like
know
all
what
kind
movie.
of shit movies.
What movie?
What movie are you trying to name that you like? By the way, if you only have one movie that you like, then you're not a movie
No,
guy.
I like a bunch of movies, but
I hate them all.
the one I really like. I know you hate. So
What is
Let's
it?
hear it.
Forrest Gump.
I don't have an opinion one
Yeah,
way or the other
do.
on Forrest Gump. Do I?
You've had a strong opinion on it before.
I just don't care. I don't think it's Best Picture worthy.
It's a good
But I
movie.
enjoy it.
Didn't Forrest Gump beat Schindler's List for Best Picture?
Yeah, well, Schindler's kind of boring.
No, it wasn't Schindler's List. It was Shawshank.
No, Shawshank won, definitely.
Are
Shawshank
you
won
sure?
everything.
I'm pretty sure the year Forrest
Shawshank
Gump
also
won.
not that great.
Shawshank's pretty fucking good.
Okay, fuck off. No, it's okay. It's good, but I mean, it falls apart like halfway through. I don't get it. I don't know. The ending's
It has
weird.
Morgan Freeman.
So that just makes it a good movie?
Automatically. That man's voice is butter.
So Evan Almighty's great because
Yes.
Morgan Freeman?
Yes,
It's okay. Bruce Almighty's better.
it is. But Morgan Freeman. Anytime that man.
It won Best Picture in '94.
That's when it came out. Shawshank came out.
So
96.
94 Best Picture nominees. It was Schindler's List. It beat Schindler's List.
Okay. Well, that
Because
makes
the other
sense.
ones were The Piano, The Fugitive, In the Name of the Father, Schindler's List, and The Remains of the Day. I don't think it should have beat Schindler's List. Also,
Really?
I don't super care about Schindler's List either, but I will say, going back now and watching a lot of movies, this is the era of movies that I really do enjoy. I think if I went back and watched Forrest Gump now, I might enjoy it. But because I know when I had my opinion on it, I was probably hot after watching it, and I was probably hot from it. Like,
Yeah.
I was all worked
I'm
up.
trying to remember what your fucking issue was with it.
Was it too long?
No, it wasn't that.
What was my issue? There was something.
You said it just didn't make sense. He did all that stuff or something.
See, I don't remember that at all. We probably recorded it, so
Maybe.
let's go to the tapes.
We're gonna find the tapes.
Let's
Bring
go
them back.
to the tapes.
Got quite a few tapes to go through. I don't got time for that.
How did Schindler's List win Best Picture in '93?
And be nominated for 94. That makes sense.
How can it win in '93 and then be nominated in '94?
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It got re-released for some reason. Again, I've seen Schindler's List. I get the significance of it, but it's still boring to me. As a movie, I mean,
I think I enjoy it because I just love like World War II history.
No, Schindler's List won in '94.
yeah, but it's not like it's just sad and there's no like action or anything enjoyable about it. It's just depressing.
Yeah. And
My life's like that. I don't need fucking movies to reinforce that.
Apparently I lied. Schindler's List won.
What are you doing? Do you know how to Google?
Okay, no, Schindler's List won, but Forrest Gump's not even nominated. Tom Hanks won for Best Actor, but in Philadelphia.
So weird. What about Big?
When did Forrest Gump come out?
I like Lethal Weapons. Those are fun. What's the one with Will Smith and the other guy?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Bad Boys 1 and 2 are good.
You hear they're making a third one?
Yeah.
So far you like action movies.
Yeah, but I don't.
Forrest Gump won in '95. Up against... Okay, I disagree with... I think 3 of these movies should have won over Forrest Gump.
Okay, what are they?
One of them is a personal opinion, but I don't think it's that great of a movie, but I liked it a lot. Forrest Gump won over 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Never saw it.
Pulp Fiction, which
Yeah.
I get it. I don't think it should have won Best Picture.
It's
I
very
like
niche,
it.
hey?
Yeah, I don't think it would have
Niche?
won.
Yeah.
Quiz Show, which I fucking loved.
I don't even know
I
Quiz
loved
Show
Quiz Show. I sent you a picture of Voldemort was in it. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That's Quiz Show. It's about like a scandal in the quiz shows in the early '60s, late '50s, early '60s, and it won over Shawshank. Shawshank was 90.
You think Shawshank's better than?
Than Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Of my opinion right now, I think so. But I would have to rewatch them because I would watch them with different eyes now. Because the last time I watched Forrest Gump had to be 5 years ago. Had to be 5 years ago. I think it was probably when I was watching a movie a day.
Okay.
That's probably when I watched Forrest
That's
Gump.
fair.
I'm a different guy now than I was 5 years ago.
Yeah, Shawshank's okay. I mean, it's good, but I don't. It doesn't do it for me. Pulp Fiction, in hindsight, I really don't enjoy it.
I tried watching it like 3 years ago, and it's not good.
I like the only parts I like are Vincent and.
It's also very apparent now. Whenever I watch a Quentin Tarantino movie, I heard that one joke from somebody a while ago. It was like, "Wow, Quentin Tarantino really likes writing the N-word." And now, anytime I watch a Quentin Tarantino movie, it's yeah, he does. He loves writing that word.
Yeah, I don't know. Quentin Tarantino doesn't do it for me. It's like the guy that makes Royal Tenenbaums.
I like Django. I thought
Django was a
good.
really good
Django
movie.
was okay.
I haven't seen
haven't
seen Hateful Eight. I heard Hateful Eight was okay.
Hateful Eight was
I
pretty
haven't
good
seen
too.
Hateful Eight. I never saw River, the dog one, Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs is
That's
a really good movie.
That's
I don't know
really
in
good.
hindsight. I saw it when I was getting super high and I was 13, so it might be a different movie now.
Yeah.
But you know what I thought was really good back then that is just okay now? You're probably gonna fight me on this because it's probably one of your favorite movies of all time. Boondock Saints.
I like Boondock Saints. It's not one of my favorite movies.
It was
but I enjoy
okay.
That's kind of my wife's favorite movie at one point.
I rewatched it. It's okay.
I like it for Rocco. Literally what makes that movie fun.
Okay.
I like when they kill a cat. That's about it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I don't know if it's
And then
funny.
he's yelling
It's so
at
good.
his girlfriend. She's like, "Where's my cat?" He's like, "I fucking killed the cat."
I don't remember that, but that's great.
That was Brian's house. He was just telling you what happened while he was watching it.
No,
Yeah, I don't know.
Another thing I want to recommend to you, and I mean you also, Brian, but I feel like you don't watch a lot of stuff. Like with your spare time, you play a lot of games. You don't really watch much stuff.
I'm like, if I'm usually watching something, it's more along Game of Thrones or horror. I'm more of a horror.
Well, The Last Man on Earth show. I think I brought this up to you last week.
We talked about it.
It's so fucking good, and it got canceled after the 4th season. But luckily,
wasn't he having a kid in that? I remember seeing
he had twins.
For it.
Oh, I just kind of gave something up. He had twins, and then his wife was pregnant again.
Oh.
But it got canceled after the 4th season. They were only going to go 5, but they canceled after 4th. But luckily, he did an interview and told about what was going to happen, because the 4th season ends on a cliffhanger. Like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. And luckily, he did an interview and said exactly what the 5th season was going to be. So at least I got a little bit of closure on it.
Yeah.
But I told you about the lemonade bit, right?
Yeah.
I do. I say it 3-4 times a day. I can't stop myself from saying it. Got you some lemonade here, bud. Why isn't it a root beer can? And why is there steam coming from it? Like, it's just, I don't like the kind of humor, but that got to me. It was so fucking good.
It's just the way it's presented.
Oh my god,
that's what matters. I don't know if Stick told you about the breakdown I was having the other day watching The Haunted of Hill House.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
I heard that was really good. I didn't watch
it was amazing.
Did you watch Bandersnatch?
No. I was staring at it, thinking about watching it the other day, but I ended up watching The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Did you watch Veronica?
No.
It's one of the scariest movies on Netflix. I can't confirm it. I haven't watched it yet.
No. What did we watch? It's like a horror movie, but she's deaf.
Hush.
Is that it?
Hush.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I couldn't finish that. I really couldn't. I'm not even kidding. We tried. I couldn't.
Why?
It made me so anxious.
It's supposed to.
I know. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. Not in a fun way though.
That's how the House of
yeah, well, I stopped because no.
Yeah, I there was a lot of, for lack of a better term, trigger warnings about Haunting of Hill House. Like, there's a lot of moments where, like, if you've had any past history of abuse, it could get really rough for you.
It's like, no, like, the way it's set up, it's like,
place.
How do I explain? Like, you know, it like in the beginning, like the first major over half of the first season, there is no jump scares. Really, it all just sets it up to like where you're just feeling anxious the entire time. Like, you don't know when something's gonna happen, but like when it happens, it doesn't happen abruptly. It slowly just comes into frame, and you just get overwhelmed. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying.
It's just weird.
That's how the new Evil Dead was for me.
I love that movie.
I enjoyed it, but I've never been more anxious in a movie.
I've still never seen it, but I've heard it was just gore porn.
Okay,
pretty much, but it was great.
First off, I
great.
love gore porn, but it's got the build up to make it work.
Yeah, it really
gore
does.
porn's beautiful. Why are we shooting down gore porn?
What's your favorite gore porn movie?
My favorite gore porn movie? Evil Dead.
Saw?
No.
Because Evil Dead's not gore porn.
Hostile.
It kind of is.
It's campy. It's not gore porn.
But it's just gore porn.
The first Saw movie was great.
Okay, you
The
want to
first
get like
Saw movie's not gore porn.
realistic.
No, it's not at all.
Gore porn's like Hostel.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay. If we're going that direction, give me some.
Hostel. There's some parts in Hostel I can't. I have to.
I didn't
look
like
away.
Hostel. It was too gore porny for me.
I didn't like Hostel.
I didn't like any of them. Well, I might have stopped.
I think after the second one, the third one was directed by somebody.
I thought you were saying I didn't like the fifth one.
No, the third one they sold the rights off to somebody else, and they ended up making a third movie, which the third one just fucking like, it's understandable with the first two, like how they're like building this company, like this, I don't know, these rich people up who have the hound on them. And then the third one, just fucking dumb.
I don't know. My favorite
It's
gore
fucking
porn
dumb.
movie is.
There's a lot of B horror movies that are gore porn, like Truth or Dare. Basically any horror movie that
Final
involves a game,
Destination,
I'm in.
Probably like 2.
Are they gore porn though?
Yeah, but I mean, kinda.
They don't really show it though. Like, they show it, but they don't. You know what I mean?
I don't know. You ever drive behind a log truck?
It's not like what
You ever see Cannibal
Texas
Holocaust?
Chainsaw Massacre 2,
Cannibal
where
Holocaust.
like they show him just bashing that dude's head
Right.
in with a hammer for like 5
Have you seen
minutes.
Cannibal Holocaust?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I will not.
Why?
Because I don't know. There's something about cannibals I don't like.
They don't actually eat. I mean, they kind of do, but not really.
You don't see them eat it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the more unsettling thing is
insinuate it.
actually killing the animals for real.
Yeah. I've heard shit like that, too. That's why I'm like...
No, they actually kill like 6 different animals. They chop a monkey's face off for real.
See, there's a reason not to watch it.
Well, you should probably watch it. It's not. I mean,
Like you and your
okay.
Serbian film. I'm not going to watch that movie either.
That's different. The Cannibal Holocaust is a thing.
well, this is a Brooder film. How do you guys feel about this? That's gore porn, right?
Hmm?
What?
This is a Brooder film?
I don't know what that is.
it's the video of JFK getting assassinated.
Oh.
Oh.
Fuck you guys. Both you guys just fucking threw my joke around and stomped on it. I don't know what that is.
If you go to the Cannibal Ferox is okay. I guess if we're going that age of gore porn. Oh man.
We're gonna get, if we continue on this, we're gonna be back on our conversation as has there ever been an actual snuff film made? Remember that conversation? Because there hasn't. There can't be.
No, an actual movie made where someone died and put in like a theater or something.
No, that's happened. But the definition of a snuff film is
Where did it happen?
the killing isn't. I'm not saying a theater, but I'm saying like released. There's been there's been movies where people get killed and get released. But the thing is, the definition of a snuff film is the killing is only for entertainment. Most of the times when there's people like murdered on film, it's because there's a background to it, like it's their wife, and they kill somebody, they don't like them, they're mad, they're a killer. A snuff film is they're only killed for the film, for entertainment. That's it. There's no motive behind it other than entertainment. So there's never been an actual snuff film made.
There has to have been.
No. Not like a released one or something. Like maybe like someone
Like a home video for themselves.
No,
yeah, like One Dude, One Ice Pick, but that's still that he was a murderer.
That's not like a theatrical film made for it. I mean, that's just a fucking. It's like you when you videotape yourself cranking off to watch later.
Well,
I just do it in a mirror.
There you go.
I do. Sometimes you gotta prolong it. I don't know, but you see, that's different. There's thousands of videos of people getting killed.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying,
that's not
like if somebody decided was like, all right, I'm gonna film myself killing somebody just to do it. I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah. Oh yes, but that's not a snuff film. It's not a film.
It's not written into a script.
Yeah. It's like if you had a movie and you actually fucking slaughtered someone.
Oh, okay.
That's what a snuff film is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like the way like it is. It's just.
I watched a documentary on snuff films because I think Rob Zombie did it because why wouldn't he? That's the kind of thing he does.
Makes sense.
But and they did an investigation on if there was ever a snuff film produced, and that was the whole argument. Is if the motive's not for entertainment and it's not like for the script, then no.
Then it's not snuff.
Like there probably were crazy directors in the fucking 60s and 70s who probably got women to be in their movies and killed them, but the motive was probably more to kill them in the movie than it was to use it in the movie as entertainment.
Okay. I see where you're getting at. Then
so South Park, huh?
Yeah.
Trying to lighten it up. Trying to lighten it up.
Full circle.
Okay, I guess we're done.
I believe so.
We're at over an hour, probably.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is where you guys kill me because it's in the script, right?
We didn't write a script. You didn't write anything down.
Oh, you didn't write it down?
Good. Write that down. I'm going to write something down. Let's put your last little testament here.
Right, you want to plug your stuff?
Yeah. Check out. We got. You all right? We got some toy hunt videos by me. What the fuck are you doing?
Dipping my pen in ink to write it down.
Shit. Inscription. Hopefully getting the rest. I should have the rest of Avengers Endwave by now, but we'll see. Got the game videos. I think still got a couple left. Brian needs to make more, but he's slacking. Maybe we'll get some Sekiro in.
That's what I was going to ask if you got that.
I did.
And how is it?
I love it.
Is it hard?
Oh my god, yes.
I saw some countdown. I'm ruining the fucking wrap up, but whatever. If it makes one of us happy to talk a little longer, whatever. Who we heard? It was like hardest video game bosses, and 2 of them were from Dark Souls, but the one was from Final Fantasy IX. I can't remember his name, but the orb. Have you played Final Fantasy IX? Well, it's a giant orb that you're on a cliff and you fight this giant orb. I can't remember the name, but as soon as I saw it and heard the name, I was like, oh my god, I don't think I ever beat it. And I text Brian immediately, was like, I don't think I ever beat I knew the name when I said it. I said,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever beat that in Final Fantasy IX. And he's like, man, you got me thinking now, but I'm almost sure I did. And then he got back to me like 3 minutes later. He's like, that's that fucking orb. I never beat that fucking thing either. I was like, oh boy, so we don't know how Final Fantasy IX ends.
Oh, that's a good one.
I remember I just got slaughtered.
I never played
That
9.
orb just fucking slaughters you over and over
I played
again.
8 and 10.
You remember what bosses from Dark Souls?
Not necessarily. One was from the DLC.
Like the original Dark Souls.
Tell me the name of the DLC. It was like Madness or something. I could be way off. But
I
it was definitely the boss of the final DLC. It's called like Ultimate or something. I don't know. I might be able to find it.
If it's from the original Dark Souls, I don't know that one too well.
I think it was Dark Souls.
But I
too,
guarantee it was probably Ornstein and Smo is the other one.
I don't know.
That one's such a definer. Like that boss makes or break you in Dark Souls, literally.
I don't know. The one that comes...
Ozma.
Let me see.
I don't know who it is.
Ozma's the Final Fantasy IX.
Oh.
I was like, what is happening over here?
Like, look at this thing.
The one that pops in me is the Unnamed King or whatever. In 3.
Oh.
Forgotten King.
Oh, what is his name? He's like a Storm King. I know his like whole backstory. Like he was the son of.
It just fucking kicks your ass
I've never
over
seen that.
and over and
Crazy.
over and over again.
That looks terrible.
It's fucking awful.
Looks like a giant marble.
It's fucking awful. Okay. Sorry, guys.
You're okay.
So we done?
Yeah.
You plugged your
Yep.
your toy channel, plug the game channel. You got anything else personally you want to plug? You want to plug your dad's channel?
He don't have
This
one.
is a podcast for dads.
He don't have one.
We got to tell your dad about this.
For dads, by dads.
I'm not a
By a dad and his buds.
Maybe Brand.
What?
What?
Not a dad. Not a dad. I'm an uncle. Many times over.
Same.
Everybody's my kids.
Oh, it makes sense.
Every kid's in my nephews and nieces.
It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Why?
I don't know.
They're all my babies.
Casey did that. It went well.
Did he?
Nope.
He didn't call them his kids.
I don't know what he
No,
called
he called them his children. He didn't call them his nieces and nephews. All right. Thank you for watching. As always, tell your dads. On behalf, there he is. He's the writer downer. That's Stick. What? You're the writer downer.
Okay. All right, we're coming with Brian's
And there he
bad
is.
joke.
What?
Going with Brian's bad joke.
On behalf of Stick, the writer downer, there he is. The biggest South Park fan in the world.
Sure.
Brian.
I remember.
And I'm Brand. Reminding you to always ask yourself, what would Rick Jones do?